Hi, Jack. Good morning. My base is gone so big, man. Now I'm in the outer rings, too. Well, I'm glad to hear about that, Kita. How are you all today? Ooga booga. Let's see, I was using smooth quartz, that's right. Everybody had a good day today. I know I have. It's a very slow-paced sort of day. I just did normal work junk, had to do. Really, like, my life has been so... I don't know how to put it, like milk toast? Like, not a whole hell of a lot's really happened. I'm not quite sure what I expect to happen, to be honest. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't want things to happen. I think I would miss my slower life a little too much if shit started getting out of hand. Oh fuck, what'd I do wrong? There we go. But yeah, I'm happy I at least I can do this in the meantime. My voice is a little too deep. Haven't I gone to sleep? I was just playing around like I wasn't serious. Don't worry about my voice. The base is looking Star Wars now. Ah, then you know you're doing something well. You know you're succeeding when Star Wars is starting to ask you for its set pieces back. Hey, Mazera. Hey, Void Shadow. Hey, Briggs. Y'all watching, I don't know, the news on the war and stuff, too? I know not a lot's really changed. I don't think anything really will change, to be quite honest. Really kind of makes you wonder, what does the end of the war look like? How far away are we from it? Hey, Exotic Bunny. Hey, Mo. How are y'all? Got some semi-new faces here. Hey, Event Horizon. Apparently Kita is building his own version or something similar, or he's rebuilding it. I don't know. I don't know the exact details of what Kita's up to, but it sounds interesting. In and of itself, it's probably gonna be fine. But anyway, it's a good question. Yeah, I know. I'm curious. Like, do we get like an overt sort of like okay, we give, or is it gonna just sort of be like both sides go, fuck this, I'm so tired of this, and they just both simultaneously throw in the towel and go, I don't know. Whatever the case, it's too early to say. I don't think not enough damage has really been done. I know I say that. Several thousand people have already died, and I say not enough damage has been done. But that really is the truth. Like, there's just not enough casualty to really say, oh, well, we should stop this, or they'll stop that. Who the hell knows? It's one of those things where it's like trying to call a roulette wheel as the little marble thingy is bouncing around. Like, it could land fucking anywhere. There's no telling. Who's to say? Nobody has any power or confidence. I love how many wrong takes there are going to be. Because, like, there are people who are dead set on this being, you know, Putin wins or Ukrainians win. I don't know. Like, what if the coin lands on its side and nobody wins? You know? Like, you toss a coin in the air and everybody just assumes there's a 50-50 shot of it being heads or tails. But there is such a thing as a coin landing on its side. Like, what happens if it's just everybody gets wrecked? Nobody wins. I don't know. After building his stream's looking awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Kita. I'm glad somebody's happy that I do this. I know that the rest of you are too, but Kita says it enough. I can believe it. Jack, what are the names of some old clients? And please don't say Notice like everybody else. Okay. There was Kinky. Or no. One of the first really big clients was Reliant. Spelled Reliant or Reliant. I can't remember which. This was the name of the client that Team AVO used. Team AVO were the griefing gods for a little while there. They were unstoppable. And they coded their own client, which ended up being used as like the basis for a bunch of other clients over the years. And Reliant was sexy. I'm not gonna lie. It was one of those things, sort of like smoking, you know. Only a handful of people could reliably do it well, and by that I mean code their own client. But it was like cool, you know what I mean? It was glamorized. I kind of wonder what happened to the source code to Reliant. If it got like lost, or if it's still on somebody's laptop somewhere. I couldn't fucking tell you. But it was definitely like... It was definitely one of the first X-ray / FreeCam clients. Of course, you gotta understand, FreeCam and X-ray were unheard of back in those days. You didn't think about things like flying around in a sort of remote viewing style. Nobody thought about... how do I put it? Being able to see through blocks. Nobody knew what that shit was. It was only through Reliant that clients like Notice and others could even get their start. Reliant had a crash exploit for a long time. In like beta, I want to say. Early beta. And all they had to do was just type .crash, and it would kill a server they were on. I don't know if any of Team AVO's videos are still out there in the wild or not. I mean, surely they must be. But like, they show off a bunch of the shit they do. It's really something. It's like breathtakingly cool. And I can... Oh shit. This didn't copy in the right place. What the fuck? Oh, I was in the wrong hole. No wonder. Anyway, but yeah, they had a really cool respawn where you die hack. And they had just a bunch of basic bitch shit. They could run... Okay, this thing is fucking up. Anyway, they could run while crouched. What else could they do that was like really, really new for the time? Just a bunch of crazy shit like that. If you go out and look, you could... Oh, that's right, yeah. When not creative mode. When, oh yeah, it was creative mode, yeah. When creative mode was introduced, they found out that Notch basically... so everybody's familiar with Nuker, right? Well, as it turns out back then, block breaking was not relative to your position. Because Notch didn't code it that way. And so... They would basically, with creative mode, because, with creative mode you can instantly break blocks. Fuck shit. I was off one block. With creative mode, they would just sit there and tear apart the entire map from one location. And it would just zoom across the land, breaking everything in one go, because creative mode will let you instantly break everything. And they would just go in like a printer fashion. And they would just eat everything up. And the mods and admins of the servers they were griefing when they did this, Because when creative mode was first introduced, creative mode servers were all brand new. Fuck socks. This thing is not behaving. Oh wait, no, it's a different style than over here. No wonder. Okay. But anyway, so like creative mode was brand new, so there were a lot of servers that wanted to sort of take advantage of that and made, you know, creative mode building a thing. And of course, this is late beta, and there are no safety features because Notch didn't know what those were. And yeah, lots and lots and lots of havoc. Lots and lots and lots of havoc was wrought on many a server. It was fucking hilarious. I'm actually quite sad if those videos are gone from the internet forever. But yeah, Team AVO, like, they were the gods of hacking for the longest time. They knew what they were doing. Like, there's no substitute for really truly knowing what you're doing. Like, having a level of insight and expertise that very few others possess in that moment in time, it can make you a fucking god. And yeah, Team AVO demonstrated that hand over fist. So yeah, Reliant was one of the first best clients. People were like chomping at the bit to get the source code for that. I don't know if it ever did get leaked or not. I don't know. It would be heavily outdated now. Obviously, Team AVO stopped griefing in like 2013. So there are many versions that would be, you know, non-existent, shall we say. But it's an interesting idea to think. You can ask Storm Surge about the source code since you're in his Discord. Yeah, but will he give a shit? Like, that's the question you gotta ask yourself. Like, yeah, that's nice, but does he care? And I bet the answer is no. Because, again, those people haven't griefed since 2013. I doubt they've given it any serious thought since. Especially not now that Mojang has their... Or rather, Microsoft has their hooks in Mojang the way that they do. If you griefed like Team AVO did and you were prolific about it like Team AVO was, I guarantee you'd find a horse head in your bed the next morning. Like, there wouldn't be anything left of it. You wouldn't be able to do it. That's the unfortunate thing about modern Minecraft. There will never be another Team AVO strictly because of Microsoft's shitty new TOS. Guarantee you. And any team that attempted to be would be very quickly culled because they'd be violating whatever gay-ass TOS that Microsoft would inevitably put in place. Let me render this a little less distance. GBTT is still stuck in 112. Yeah, I know. I know. And also, cool it on the emojis, Kita. We don't need 50 million... I know you're angry, but like, we don't need 50 million devil face pouty emojis. Or whatever the fuck those are. Whatever gay shit that is. But yeah, like, it sucks. I know. Honestly, 2B2T staying on 1.12 may be the only thing that keeps it from going under. Because, it might be a sort of like, yeah, we're outdated, so you can't enforce your, whatever. So we can say the N-word and raise the flag of the knots and other things. So who knows? That might actually be a blessing in disguise for that shit server. Ah well. Hey Universe, and how are you? How was my day? It was alright. I just worked all day. It was very boring and slow. I liked it. I'm not gonna lie. I really liked slow days. I'm a sucker for for a more, the Japanese term is raku. Raku nahi. I'm a sucker for those types of days. Let's just go 40. Fuck. 40, not 400. There we go. But yeah, I had a good day otherwise. I hope everybody else out there. We really love that emoji. Yeah, I love seeing it 50 million times too. Haha, dude, just so relax. Well, I mean, it's a little distracting, I'm not gonna lie. You just... There's such a thing as overuse, you know? Like, no offense, but just moderation. That's all I'm asking. Are you the only one from TikTok? I don't have any TikTok stuff, so, like, I guess? Like, I know people have stolen, or, well, stolen, heavy air quotes, stolen. They've reposted things on TikTok regarding Space Valk 3. I know that's a thing. But, like, I don't do any TikTok stuff. Also, Gontiera, thank you for subscribing, man. But yeah, I don't really have anything to do with TikTok. So I don't know how you got to me or how you found this place, but welcome, I guess. I don't know. You're in an odd minority who's TikTok-y. Because I don't fucking do TikTok. Oh, shit. I couldn't really care less about TikTok. I know it's good, easy views and shit, but like, I don't know. Maybe. Friendly reminder that Kita already got banned 5 times in one stream because he kept coming. So. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me, Poncho Hamster. I will, well, I'll ask you to be nice, Kita. Just, calm down. That's all I ask. You can calm, right? You know how to do that. Saw my work on TikTok and then they talked about 2BT and he was like, you were gonna sub. Okay. Well, like I said, I have nothing on TikTok that I personally have made. I've made Space Valk 3, obviously, and people have made videos of their own volition and posted that on there. But I have not made like an official TikTok channel or anything like that. Although I've been told I probably should. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about that. I haven't necessarily like eliminated the possibility of doing some TikTok videos here or there, just as like a good quick way to drum up some sort of attention. I don't know. I feel like if I did TikTok shit, I would be selling my soul. And I don't like that feeling. I don't know. Oh! Universin. Based Universin doing the based work he was based to do. He's talking about how good I was and stuff. Well, I mean, I'm not bad, apparently. According to everybody, this is some good stuff, so I don't know. I do slap blocks together. I don't know how good, heavy air quotes, it all is, but I do stuff. So we'll see. Let's clear that up a bit. I'm thinking of just doing one half and then copying it over to the other side. Because I'm lazy that way. And I don't have to build it all block by block like I would in survival. Let's see here. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just copy there to there. Ooh. Oh, that's just barely gonna touch. Okay. Actually, TikTok could make you famous on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, I've heard that. Like, that exact phrasing, almost. Shit. Like I said, selling my soul. Not too tired, not too certain of that. I can't necessarily fault the results, or like be like, I guess I'm in a beggars can't be choosers kind of situation, because barely anyone knows I'm here. Like, you probably got lucky and searched me up, and then the YouTube algorithm was like, oh yeah, I know that Jack the Ripper guy. You go over here. He's this dude's, you know, he's over here. Okay, so how much have I got to work with? 20. So I can do every 2? Ooh, 2 here. Yeah, that fits. But yeah, thank you for, I don't know, showing up, telling me about it. I don't know. You're gonna go play COD. Well, you take care then, Golem. Thanks for subscribing and all that, too. You didn't know what 2B2T was or what Valkyria was. You don't know much, you just popped up in your front page and you were interested. Ah, okay. Well, so 2B2T, I guess I better start there since you don't know anything, or very little. Basically, 2B2T was a Minecraft server started in 2011. Well, 2010. And it was just an experiment. It was a social experiment by a guy named Housemaster. Initially, nothing too impressive in and of itself. But being a pure anarchy server, it attracted the lowest of the low. It absolutely, like, there were people openly bragging about doing drugs, about crazy shit they done the weekend prior, things of that nature. But funny enough, 2B2T also attracted a ton of high school aged people who all had nothing better to do. Because Minecraft was brand new, Minecraft had just experienced its first major popularity wave. This is like this time 2011, just for context. I was in college. I was a sophomore in college, I want to say. And so I too had nothing better to do. And I got lucky in 2012 and found out about it just by, well, really by happenstance. I was bored with the game and I wanted to find a hardcore server that would like really push my abilities as a gamer, as Minecraft could. Because I knew Minecraft had a lot of potential to it. And so I got lucky and found 2B2T. Well, by that time, it had already been ticking around about a year. And in that amount of time, a good several thousand players had basically started up what was essentially a miniature civilization. Now, obviously you had people who would go out of their way to grief these places. So it's not like, everything was hunky-dory. You had your predators, you had your prey, you had people who kind of were tourists, because after a year of no map reset, that was rare. That was unprecedented back in those days. Everybody would play for like 2 to 3 months on the same map, and beta was a time period in Minecraft where there was lots and lots and lots of change. And so you would reset your map. That was not unheard of. And so for a map to be a year old, to be multiplayer, and to be several gigabytes large was unheard of. It was insanity. And so it began to snowball in fame, and people wanted to know more about it. Well, it made its rounds on 4chan, Facepunch, places like this, and it sort of garnered a seedy underbelly kind of aesthetic to it. The ability to troll relentlessly and to destroy relentlessly, that kind of birthed that mindset, that crowd. Kill or be killed, eat or be eaten, that sort of thing. And so for the first 4 or so years of 2B2T's life, That's exactly what it was. It was a Fallout simulator. You know, the civilization has ended, nuclear war had occurred, and you make your living any way you can, you live any way you can, and then you maybe get lucky and find like-minded people who band together, and you all kind of huddle together, make a shelter, and then somebody comes along and kills you all, destroys your shit, and that's the end of it. Rinse, repeat. And so for the first, actually no, not 4 years, the first 3 or so years, that's all 2B2T was. And then that changed. Because 2B2T was an anarchy environment with no rules. Okay. There were restrictions, but there were no rules. And when anarchy exists, be it in a digital setting or some real-world settings, like, say, for example, the Paleolithic era. I mean, when you stop to think about it, the Paleolithic era was entirely anarchy. Humans were just hunter-gatherer tribes, no more than a few members deep. Oh, hey, Technoblade, welcome. But yeah, tribes were a few members thick. That was it. And so that was a very early form of human anarchy. And so what you inevitably find, and I find this fascinating, because it happens every goddamn time. Every single time there is anarchy. The human thing to do is to organize, grow, and stabilize. And so where 2B2T was anarchy for the first 2 to 3 years of its life, and I mean real hardcore anarchy, like, you were lucky if a city or a town stood for 3 months in a row. Because everybody was just on the run, and they were ravenous. They would fuck anything up they could get their hands on. They would rat you out to whomever. Like, it was lawlessness. Pure lawlessness. In a way that humans, other than, like, humans in war zones, like, your average person living in a first world country just would never experience this kind of anarchy except on 2B2T. And inevitably, people get a taste for this chaos, and then they get their fill of that chaos. And so what happens when people are like, okay, we've killed, crushed, destroyed everything there is to kill, crush, and destroy. What do we do now? Oh, I know. Let's organize and make a fucking city. But not just any city. There were a bunch of test server maps, and there was an April Fool's Day. It was April Fool's 2013, I believe. Just a bunch of bashes and get-togethers where crazy shit happened. But the beauty of these bashes is that it allowed players who would otherwise have just shitposted at each other in chat. It allowed these players the chance to actively coerce, cooperate, and collaborate on 2B2T in person. And that was unheard of. Because everybody, for years and years, just ran as far out to the hinterlands as they could go. There was no, or very, very little, organization. If you had a town or a base with other people, it was probably your friends from some other game or IRL. But the beauty of Valkyria is that this was the first mega base that started entirely organically from players exclusively that met through 2B2T. No one who played or cared about it or was at Valkyria did so because they knew some other player IRL or from another game. These were active groups of players who would have, like I said, known each other, shitposted at each other in chat, but were never likely to ever be in the same space. And because they got to work together on these temporary maps and the April Fool's maps, suddenly being at a base with some of these people wasn't such a bad idea. In fact, it was an amazing idea. And that's exactly how Valkyria was born. And I was lucky enough to be part of Valkyria. And it had some, like, 30 members who had all met entirely through 2B2T. And we could all get along. We could all cooperate. There were, like, you know, basic common decency type rules. And we all shared junk with each other pretty openly. We all helped each other. And we all built a functioning town. And it stayed for like 6 months before some dude got jealous and got butt mad and then basically leaked the coordinates and then griefed the base. But the idea of what Valkyria stood for lived on. Where Fort Face Punch this and, you know, 4chan dystopia that. Where that shit had all kind of like just been, I don't know, they had fallen by the wayside, or they weren't that amazing, or, you know, like they become a lava-casted hellhole like 2K. Valkyria was a place people kind of aspired to build. And so what I wanted to do a few years later was do that exact same base again, but in the end. And so I made Space Valkyria. And I invited all the cool people that I remember from Valkyria proper, those that still played in, what was it, 2015? And I was like, hey, you know, there's this cool end base that I'm making. You guys should come. And we'll just build off this central little area. And we'll go from there. And it'll be just like the old days at Valkyria, you know, but in space. Be cool to each other. And it kind of worked. The only problem was a very powerful exploit came out, and the whole place was compromised very quickly. That was really more just like bad timing. Nobody could have known that such a powerful exploit was about to debut, and so we all just kind of got fucked by it. Big sad. But yeah, that was basically Valkyria, and that's basically 2B2T. Don't go on 2B2T anymore. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it anymore. That place is a shell of its former self. It's really bad now. Holy shit. I was looking back at old screenshots and videos. You hear of old players talking about it. It really makes you realize how badly it went to shit in the recent years. Yes, I know. I stumbled upon a picture. It's a really, really bad, poorly drawn, sort of like cat scratch scrawling. But the wisdom held in that picture is just like, damn. It basically is a picture diagram depicting the rise and fall of a hobby. And it basically just illustrates you have people who start a hobby for themselves and for fun. And then inevitably other people get interested, but they don't have the same priorities and they don't have the same motivation. And so shit gets a little more relaxed, but the emphasis on the hobby ends up falling through. And you have people who don't take it very seriously, and then more less serious people inevitably get mixed into it. And maybe even word of mouth has now made this hobby very famous. And completely unrelated shitheads want to play it because all the cool kids are doing it and they just want to be popular. And they go there and they have no interest in the hobby at its core for what it stands for. They don't care for what it is, or they don't understand what it is. And they don't really have any grasp on what it used to be. And then it falls apart. And that's the end of it. And the old guard who started the hobby are just like basically hung out to dry. And that is exactly what happened with 2v2t. When I was reading through that little chicken scratch diagram, like, it was just every word resonated so well. Like, yeah, that was the age of hype that fucking killed 2v2t. Definitely. Like, it's really like eye-opening in a lot of ways. So I don't know, what can you do? Didn't Valkyria continue to make bases like Fenrir and Asgard? Yes, they did, but those bases were never quite the same as Valkyria. Even Space Valkyria, in my opinion, we all fell for the same travesty. We tried to recapture the past instead of forging a future. We all wanted to do something that was like Valkyria, or we wanted to get the magic of Valkyria back. And, like, it was gone. It was too late. It was over. It was done. There's no recapturing the magic. As fun as it seems, as interesting as it may feel to try to, like, recapture that old spark of how things used to be, many times some things are just a flash. Here today, gone tomorrow. And there's no getting them back. When they're gone, they're gone. The magic of an old flame, or like they're so like the hippies. Oh my god, nowhere better has this lesson been learned by the fucking hippies. The hippies had their one super big heyday. The Summer of Love, which was what, 1960 something. When was Woodstock? What year was that? 69. Okay, yeah, the Summer of Love, 1969, right? And the hippies raved about Woodstock for decades. They still rave about it, what few of them are still alive. They raved about it. And that was their big heyday. They had their big flame, their big moment. Okay? It came and it went. And for years, for decades, in many cases, they tried their damnedest to recapture that magic. And not once, even at the 50th anniversary, which was, I think, 2019, right before the pandemic, they tried their damnedest to recapture the magic. And even on the 50th anniversary, they weren't successful. Nobody cared. People moved on. Time marches on. It doesn't matter sometimes. When you get your moment in the sun, sometimes it's a moment. Not 2 moments, not 10 moments, not 100 moments. It's a moment. And that's it. It's over. When the moment passes, that's it. And it sucks, because you really desperately want to recapture that magic. And some of you out there, you're too young to have had that moment yet. You don't know what it feels like, or you haven't yet had the chance to experience it, or something to that effect. And I'm sure you'll get yours. Every generation pretty much has its opportunity to recapture the magic, or not recapture the magic, but to have some sort of a big bash, or some sort of generation-wide special event. Everybody gets that one time. And that's fine. But just know that when it goes, it goes. You don't get it twice. And it's a wise idea to try and cherish it while it's currently playing out. Oh, fuck. Undo. Rotate. That should do. And so, just beware. You all, the Zoomers, will likely have that really fun, really cool, thing, or event that they talk about for years. And they have the time of their lives while it's going on. And it's immortalized for decades. Shit, this isn't the right size. And it's all fun and games, and everybody's happy and whatever. But then it ends. And when it ends, you may go, oh damn, what can we do to make it come back? Well, the answer is you can't. When it's gone, it's gone. Shit. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And like, that's just kind of how it is. It's really hard to describe to someone who has never really experienced a generational event like a Woodstock or a what's another super famous event? I don't know. Some people hold certain it's usually concerts. It's not always, but it's usually concerts and things of that nature. People just hold these events in high regard, and that's nice, but they don't tend to ever come back. You know, you only get to see Halley's Comet once in your lifetime. Some events are just once, here and gone. You don't get it again. I only use Halley's Comet as an example because it's a famous one, but you get the idea. Stumble across this build from time to time. Didn't know it would go up to C. Whoa, yeah, I know, 109. Yeah, I still can't believe I've done 100 episodes of this. Shit's nuts. I'll take it to fucking 300 if I have to. I'm enjoying building on this place too much. Like, I feel like I've had to somewhat pace myself lately. Not get too wild. So that way I still got, like, some ideas for what I want to do when I get to it. Oh, Event Horizon, thank you for donating, man. You again, dude, seriously, like, I never know what to say when people donate. Fuck. So thank you so much, man. Like, I don't know if there's, like, some sort of YouTuber speak or whatever that I'm supposed to say. Just, like, it still is weird to me that people want to donate. I don't know what to feel. I don't know how to feel. That's the thing. Like, I don't know. I feel like I get paralysis when I, like, damn. I just don't know. Some dude donated $100 back in July, I think it was. And I was just like, what do I even do? Hey, Preston Plays. Take your Play Store money? Okay. Well, I guess if it's Google Play Store, it's kind of frozen assets, isn't it? Because Google Play Store is just... nah. Okay. Shoot this up 20. But yeah, probably returning in a few months to check on more progress. Looks impressive. Oh no, stick around, Raflios. You'll enjoy it. I know it's a very slow-going process from time to time, but like, I try to like keep it as interesting as I can. I'm not a terribly interesting person. That's the problem. Like, I'm under no delusions that I can maintain people's attention for more than, like, 10 seconds. I'm shocked I have even 20 viewers at all. But, like, I know that at least for now, people are alright with... Oh, shit. Hey, Jestimo. Hey, it's been a while. Yeah. But I know at least for now, people are somewhat interested in how I go about making this place. How you been, Jestimo? I haven't seen you in a while. On a stream. I know you must be swamped with all the refugee situation going on. Hopefully you guys in... where'd you say you were from again? Latvia? Hopefully you guys are doing alright. You all can fight the good fight. Will I make a world download? I mean, yeah, I have a world download. This is a world download, actually. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm gonna make sure this place is in good hands. I make frequent backups. Don't worry, nothing bad is gonna happen. I've got a bunch of online backups and other hard drives. This place is safe. I promise. 10 seconds is longer than most people's attention span. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's about as good of an attention span grabber as I can do. I know that I'm not, like, capable of keeping people longer than that. There's no way there are people who genuinely, other than out of some feeling or of obligation or whatever, there's no way there are people who have genuinely got their eyes or ears glued eagerly to the screen. Like, I can't believe that. Like, there's no one sitting at home furiously scribbling notes. Okay, block go here, block go there. Like, no. But if you are on the off chance, good for you? I don't know. Okay, that's looking better. I'm really liking this roof style. So let's copy this over a bit. Okay, let's stack this. 10? Oh, that is just barely gonna fit. 10, so let's do... 15. Okay, not bad. But yeah. Jack, if I had the chance to go back on 2BTT and just the old Minecraft in general, would I go back? Man, I don't know. Ooh, that's a tough one. Maybe. I feel like if I went back, it would be hard to, like, get used to old Minecraft. Because let me tell you, like, there are so many quality of life changes that have occurred in the last 2 or 3 years alone that trying to play older versions, it's a nightmare. It really is. There are so many things that old Minecraft just cannot bring to the table that new Minecraft does. I've said this before. There is a pre-Depth Strider world and a post-Depth Strider world. And we very much live in the post-Depth Strider world. And, yeah, you couldn't pay me enough to live in a pre-Depth Strider world. Just, no, fuck that. Depth Strider is so much of a godsend, it hurts. And if you ask me, you know, well, don't you want to play this old-ass mod from, like, 2015? You know, it's coded in 1.7. I'd be like, yeah, that's nice, but thanks, but no thanks. Do you have a back compatible mod with like all the shit added in 1.7 and later, so that I can have Depth Strider and other fun things like mending? Because if not, no. Because I did a video semi-recently on an old myth from 1.3. And just moving around and like all the other things that you had to do in 1.3. Shift clicking was so gimped. The ability to sprint, even just sprinting, was a nightmare. You couldn't sprint. Not like you would normally. There were so many restrictions and so many silly things that just were not possible pre 1.3. I couldn't even begin to list them all. It's really like night and day. I mean, think of it this way, to put it in a better context. Could you go to the 1800s and live? After running water, heated water, treated water, the advent of things like antibiotics, the internet, the hell brick on your hip, aka your phone. Could you live in the 1990s? Is that something you could even give a passing consideration to? A pre-internet age? Maybe. I mean, yeah, objectively, you probably could. But do you want to? And the answer is no. No, I don't. A lot of the shit from olden Minecraft is not as good as we remember it. And there's a lot of weird stuff that's been added to new Minecraft that's not necessarily good, but that now I'm kind of sort of like, okay, you know, polar bears are dumb, but like I could see them being valuable later, you know? I would rather move forward, in other words. I would rather not really go to the past. Because, see, like, it's the same thing with if I had to relive my life all over again as a child. Yeah, there'd be lots of stuff I could do. And I could certainly, like, you know, advance my standing in life. And there's a bunch of shit I could take advantage of. I could be a millionaire. I could, you know, invest in Apple decades before it's any good. Invest in Google decades before, you know, all that shit. But, like, I would be bored out of my skull. Because there's so much stuff that I've already done that I would have to do again. I would have to relearn and go through all of elementary and middle and high school again. Those were hellish years. Why would I want to resubject myself to that? Like, no. No thank you, I'm good. I would really rather not retread old ground if I don't have to. As like a time-traveling tourist, maybe. Because then I can come and go as I please and do and see whatever I want. And so if I wanted to nostalgia trip and, you know, whatever, I could do so in a more convenient manner. But like, if I had to go back in time to old Minecraft, I would have to put up with this bullshit. Let me show you what I mean. I would have to put up with this bullshit right here. That's how we used to have to craft things. Every goddamn time. That is the opposite of fun to me. The idea of having to do that is... I don't know how I put up with it. I can't. No more. I don't have to live that way. Like, I have a lot of nostalgia for older Minecraft mod packs from like 2013 to 2015. But there's just so much shit that's been added since then that I would just be like, no thank you. Where's my dedicated run button? Where's my, where's my crafting book thingy that just lets me throw the shit in the crafting table and be done with it? Like, give me that. Stonecutter. The stonecutter was game-changing. Exactly right, Poncho Hamster. I cannot begin to stress how amazing the stonecutter is. It's one of those blocks that I'm like, why was this not made sooner? Like, I wanted the fletching table to have that level of versatility. To the point where I'm like, yes, I need to make a stonecutter. Holy shit. Yes, I need to make a fletching table. That fucker still doesn't have any functionality. Like, whatever, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, I'm sorry. I can't go back too far. You were playing 1.6.4 for 4 hours before because you're messing around with Kinky. Oh yeah, Kinky was for 1.6.4. I forgot about that. Yeah, that was another really old client from back in the day. It, from what I understand, Kinky tried to become a paid client, and then it withered on the vine. Nobody used it after that. A lot of early paid clients just kind of shriveled up because they couldn't really maintain a user base because there was Metro and Huzuni and Worst. Worst is the fucking king of the shit clients. And Worst has always been free. Worst, I mean, yeah, it is the worst. But at least you know what you're getting with Worst. And if you know what you're doing, you can make Worst better. Ironically. And so, why would I fool with Kinky? Why would I fool with any client not named Future Client? Because there's just no point. There's just no value in those. And so, here we are. Talking about dead-ass clients from a literal almost decade ago. Or wait, that goes out too, that's right. So yeah, like, it's just a weird world we live in. Your wildest imaginations, dreamings, can come true. And begot a hellscape unlike any you've ever seen. And you can just code a game for fun in your basement. And it become a multi-million-dollar franchise. And you become a slave to it for the rest of your life. Or worse, your friends become a slave to it. And you become a billionaire living in your mansion. Alone. What a wonderful hell world we live in, isn't it? Has anybody seen Notch lately? Is he okay? I'm genuinely wondering about him. I haven't heard a shit post out of him in years. Not since he was like attempting to troll feminists or whatever. God, that was so long ago now. Jesus Christ, I feel old just mentioning that. What year was that even? 2015? Oh shit, I got this wrong. There we go. So yeah. What a wonderful hell world we live in. Okay. It's getting there. Slowly but surely, this place is getting there. I'm not sure where there is quite yet. But there's a there to get to. But at any rate. Okay. So that doesn't quite add up. Not like I would like. 3. Yeah, that's much better. Gotta go. Enjoy the stream. Enjoy. Okay, VOD is okay. Take care, Poncho Hamster. Try to build a Star Wars base beside my base. I don't really care about Star Wars. Sorry. I don't want to build a Star Wars anything. Like, what I got here is what I want to have here. Anything extra is just that, extra. I probably don't want to build it. If I want to build it, I'll build it how I wish. So no, Preston, I'm not going to be doing any Star Wars themed anything. Almost there. Stack 8. Okay. Wait a minute, that's 3 blocks. And done. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, even though this other half is very obviously open and not quite as complete as this half, I'm going to basically just copy this side over to this side when I get it done. But obviously there's more still yet to do. It's looking funky. Kind of like it. I don't know. But at any rate, let's throw on the shaders and do a little quick tour around the place. I'm not Kita. He was tired. What? Yeah, I know I can do it, Preston. I just don't want to. It's not a matter of ability, it's a matter of desire. Don't worry about it. Yeah, the client archive thing is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm shocked there's not like... Oh god, how many clients even are there? There has to be at least a few thousand that have cropped up over the many years that Minecraft has been running. I don't know. Wacky stuff. I'm sure there are people who have like super rare lost versions of this or that, so. How many hours do I have in Minecraft? Oh my god, Event Horizon. I've been playing Minecraft consistently since January 2010. So, probably a few 100,000. I don't know. I don't know how many hours that is. You can crunch the numbers and figure that out. Looks very nice. Thank you, Void Shadow. Do I have a girlfriend? No, I don't have one right now. I don't want a girlfriend right now. GFs are more trouble than they're worth for the time being. Salute to the motherland. Well, I won't salute the motherland, but I will at least acknowledge the Russian people's hardiness. You have a monster of a PC. Yeah, I apparently do. I went out of my way to buy a really, really good one before all the supply chain bullshit started. That was more a stroke of luck than anything else. You got X-Dolph off of X0XP? Really? Oh wow, I'm shocked. He didn't strike me as the type to give out the source code to that. I guess he doesn't really care. I don't know, X0XP is so fucking bipolar. I couldn't tell you what his deal is. I will say this, though, he has, on more than one occasion, ruined his life. So, I don't know, maybe he's got demons in his closet that he's not quite dealt with, or whatever. What shader am I using? I'm using BSL version 8.001. Pretty decent little shaders. Yeah, Bunny here gave it to me. Thank you for this, by the way, Bunny. I really do like these shaders here. Like, it really, really complements the place. Just like as a whole. If only when you gave them to me, you had said, oh yeah, Jack, quit being an idiot, bump up the RAM on your PC. And that was like, what, 7, 8 months ago? If you'd said that then, oh my god. Because, like, I remember having to AFK for a good hour just to get all those big, wide frame shots of Space Valk 3 that I would show you and give you for thumbnails and other things. Yeah, it was almost all my RAM's fault. It would have taken so much less time to do some of that stuff. Just if I had known about the RAM. Bye, Jack. Have a great... Okay, take care, Preston. You know, I'm still a kid. I don't know everything. Well, if you're a kid, you're a kid. Just calm down. Don't worry about it. Just enjoy the ride. You don't gotta worry. I'm an adult. I've got shit on hold. I've got all this handled. I got this shit on lockdown. Don't you worry. Part of being a fan of something or someone is trusting in their artistic ability and their autistic talents to make something that they want to make that you will like anyway. So even if it isn't exactly the way you would want it to be, you kind of have to have faith in the artist to make it the thing they want it to be, because you'll like it anyway. You probably wouldn't know the difference if I did make a Star Wars something or another. You probably, it wouldn't be any better or worse than this. Like, I'm already making something about it that good anyway. So just, you know, don't worry about it. I'm shocked I have actual children watching me. That's scary. How old am I? I'm 32. Literally double or probably even triple your age. Or maybe even if you're 8 years old, I am quadruple your age. Fucking hell. Fucking math, how does it work? How many days did it take to build this? Well, the 5th year anniversary was February 19th. I released a 5-year digest video showing off this place on that day, on the 19th this past month. So, like, yeah, February 19th marks 5 years that I've been working on this base. I can't believe I've been working on something in Minecraft for 5 years. I'd never worked on anything that long before. Aha, here we go. Everything's loading in. It's taking its sweet time because there's just so much to get in memory. But, yeah. This is Space Valk 3, y'all. Enjoy. Beautiful, isn't it? Ain't she a pretty beaut? This baby's got everything under the hood in here. I should probably make more large-scale buildings like this. Just because they take up a good amount of space and they actually look really interesting when done right. So now I've been staving off loading the central pillar. Just give it a minute. Well, you're not 18 yet. You still need to wait like 3 months. Yeah, that's good enough. 15, you're 15. I took 6 years Russia. Ah, okay. I'm 16 years older than Jesus. I'm literally double the age of most of my audience. Again, fucking magnets, how do they work? Oh, man. Well, hey, don't fret. You guys will be not children one day. Eventually, you too will be older. Whether that be 10 seconds older or 10 years older, who knows. But time will pass, just as it always has. Come on, load in. Faster. Faster, slave. PC hog. Okay. It's almost all there. God, even my frame rate's starting to take a hit. I really wish they could fix, or not fix, but optimize Minecraft's rendering. I don't know if it's sodium, or not sodium, I don't know if it's Optifine, or the shaders, or the fucking 64 render distance. I don't know what it is, but there's just something that this game, there's always been some sort of rendering issue with Minecraft, and yet the Bedrock version is like silky smooth. Oh well. I guess I can complain about that, but it won't ever actually, like, make it less of an issue. Whatever. So, yeah. Shit's looking real dope. And it shall continue to be even doper into the future. I'm 7'4". No, I'm only 6 foot. You're 7 foot? Oh my god, Preston, holy shit. Is that real, or are you just fucking with me? How many alts does Kita have? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's all ogre. I'm about to end la stream, so it's cool. I will catch you all next time, tomorrow for hardcore. Hardcore with Yak. We're probably just gonna do more of the same, really. Just build and shoot the shit. It's going to be interesting. So I look forward to it. You guys should as well. Thank y'all for coming out. Thank y'all to those who donated. Y'all the real MVPs out there. And yeah, I will catch you all tomorrow. Same Jack time, same Jack channel. Y'all take care. Bye.